And thus, I think the last of the ensemble dark horses listed in TV tropes have been pretty much killed off at this point. Oh well. So, Danganronpa 3, Mirai-hen, Episode 5. The episode opened up with them continuing with the whole storyline behind the trio, and we actually got to see them in their primary school days. Apparently, Seiko always had that mask on, I'm guessing even before she got braces, so I guess she's just a big germaphobe. It looked like back in Zetsubo-hen she was wearing it to prevent chemicals from her sniffing her own chemicals, but no, she just has been wearing that face mask the entire time, so yeah, I guess she's just a bit, I guess she's a germaphobe or something. Well, whatever, that's not the big thing here. The big thing here is that I think Seiko's biggest problem, right, really, is just the fact that she's a huge-ass druggie, but, I mean, Jesus Christ, the amount of pills she takes in this one episode, it's like, where the hell was she keeping all of those? I just want to know. Well, anyways, the chase is continuing. Izayoi tries to protect Ruka by fighting her with all of his swords, or knives or whatever. They look like swords when he takes them out. They look like swords when he takes them out and lays them out all lined nicely across the ground. I mean, geez, I haven't seen that before. A guy who wears a large red coat who spreads out a bunch of swords. I don't know where I've ever seen something like that before. Good shout out, okay? Not saying that much. Anyway, after that, Seiko basically managed to just jump past the dude, and then because they've actually turned on some lights in this freaking facility, they're able to figure out Seiko's actual NG code with NG Kodo, which turns out to be which is basically letting people step into her shadow. So yeah, it's kind of like that old game you used to play with your friends, I guess. I don't know. Did anyone else out there play Don't Step in Your Friend's Shadow or something like that? Well, basically now it's been turned into a deadly game for her because with all the lights on, she's now acting like she has to make sure that no one steps into her shadow, which is interesting because I just saw Lights Out last week, and so that has nothing to do with it. Anyway, while the two are going at it, Ruka continues to kind of badmouth Seiko and prove that she is kind of a bit of a bitch because, I'm not a huge fan of Ruka. She's just like so kind of nasty. She's like she continues to blame Seiko for everything, and also her big thing against Seiko is just that she won't eat her sweets, which there could be legitimate reasons why she can't physically eat them. Like I don't want to list them off, but I'm just saying, certain things that are a little bit debilitating to people. Anyway, but yeah, her big beef against Seiko seems to be that she won't eat her sweets, and that the reason that she says that the reason that she asked a lot of her is because she trusted her. That doesn't change the fact that you still kind of took advantage of her, but yeah, that's kind of just showing that Ruka is kind of a bad character, and yeah, I'm pretty sure I don't like her, except for one area I do kind of agree with Ruka. Asking her to kill Munakata. Asking Seiko to kill Munakata for her. Okay, she's not totally a horrible person. Anyway, speaking of which, Munakata and Tengan continue their conversation, even though Tengan has a freaking pole through his chest. I don't know how he could continue to speak so eloquently, like better than me, but yeah, they're able to have their little conversation until the end of the episode when of course Tengan dies. He gets a nice big slice, and there's this episode has a lot of blood, by the way. I'm just like last week when Munakaza got to Tengan's hand, I thought, ooh, that's kind of nasty. But you know what? This week, ooh boy, don't watch this if you're squeamish, people. I do think that this episode did have a bit of an obsessive amount, if I have to be critical, and yeah, the blood didn't look all that realistic, or I don't know, if you're going to animate blood, you have to squirt it out so much and so freaking violently. It kind of seems a little bit over the top for Danganronpa, and I kind of missed the pink blood. It's just me, but yeah, what happened to all the pink blood? I used to like that stuff. It was kind of fun, and now we're just getting all the big spray blood. It looks really, really, really nasty. And oh, okay, sorry. Sorry about that. Anyway, let's see. Yeah, unfortunately, Tengan dies by the end of this episode. While I think he does mention who he believes is the traitor. He mouths it off, and we can't see it. It's like, yeah, I'm sorry, I can't read lips. Could you say that again? Anyway, so after that, so back with Seiko and Ruka, they end up running to the chase between the two ends up having them run into the fight between Asahina and Saka, the ultimate boxer. I'm not gonna say his name anymore, it's too much of a pain. And by the way, Asahina puts up a really damn good fight against the so-called ultimate boxer. I guess it's not that hard of a fight when your opponent is just a big meathead. So yeah, she's able to put up a really damn good fight, and at least long enough so that Ruka and Seiko can kind of interfere in between the two just because they're kind of in the way. And then Gekko Gahara, or the Gekko Gahara Doombot comes back and of course launches all of her freaking missiles. Again, I'm not sure how she can just like launch all of those and not cause a whole building to fall apart, but whatever. And yeah, they'll just, I hope they killed off the ultimate boxer. I know they probably didn't, but whatever. They managed to Mokoto and Asahina managed to run off yet again, and unfortunately Seiko takes a lot of the damages, just like laid out, not dead yet, but laid out now in the ruins of what used to be a hallway of the Future Foundations building, and unfortunately time goes out, and everyone again falls asleep everyone falls asleep, and the next person who died because of the attacker, it turns out to be Seiko. Yeah, I'm afraid that now Ensemble Dark Horse, naming a person at Ensemble Dark Horse in this series seems to be the thing that's killing them off more. And that's how the episode. Well, the episode doesn't end there. There's also a C part after the credits where Munakata says, "I'm going to end this by killing off all of the despair." Yeah. Again, this guy is kind of becoming really damn one note at this point, but I've already said enough about how much I don't like him, so let's just end it there. Anyway, yeah, this has been one of the better episodes. Again, I am starting to lighten up on the Mirai-hen, even though I've been critical about it. The second and third episodes really kind of hurt its momentum, in my opinion, but it's picking up now. I just kind of wish that we, at least, while I am sad that Seiko died, at least she did die a meaningful death, unlike at least two other characters I can name in this series, Bandai and Great Gozu. Her death did feel at least significant, and hopefully it'll lead to Ruka seeing how much of a bit of a bitch she's been. Yeah, this was a good episode. Good plot progress. A little bit obsessive on the blood again, I'll say that much. And again, I don't know how Tengan was able to survive for so long with a freaking pipe in his chest, but yeah, Danganronpa logic. Who cares at this point? Anyway, so yeah, that's all I really have to say for now. I'll be back later this week with Sensible Hand episode 5. Until then, though, farewell for now, my friends.